Hello, everyone. I'm Emily.
And I'm Hannah.
And we are the hosts of the I Don't Think So podcast. Each episode, we discuss a different story, theory, or mystery and decide if we think it's believable or if we really don't think so.
Here at the I Don't Think So podcast, we are affiliated with Flurry Sports, and we present our theories on your favorite place to listen to podcasts every Wednesday. If you like what you hear, give us a like and a share, and follow us on our X profile / Twitter at I don't think so _EH or Threads or Instagram, all under the same handle.
Go ahead and follow us on YouTube as well at IDTS Conspiracies.
Ooh.
Where you can see our beautiful faces. I don't think you can.
You can't see
You can't see our beautiful. You can listen to our beautiful voices.
Listen to the sound of my voice.
I had to take a class on how to do specific relaxation technique voices.
I hate that.
Fun. It was a great time for me. I almost fell asleep because the lady's like, and you talk slowly with a beautiful inflection. And I was like,
see, my problem is that shit annoys me. So it makes me more awake.
Well, the reason I did it was because of the research project that I was doing for my master's. Boring. Blech. Anyways, happy Thanksgiving week to you all. We are coming at you, wishing you all a very happy Thanksgiving. So Hannah and I just thought it'd be fun to have a little episode to reminisce on some of our favorite Thanksgiving stories, maybe give a few things that we're thankful for, and wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. So Hannah, you got a favorite Thanksgiving story or a tradition?
I think one thing I always really appreciated growing up was that both sides of my family were so close. So we'd always have 2 meals. And I just felt disgusting afterwards. But it was always a good time. I think one of the best things about holidays, and one of the things I'm grateful for this year, is how much time I get to spend with family. I think as I grow older, I really appreciate it more and more. I know they always say that. I'm like,
no, you're a liar.
Stinks. But I do feel like I did even appreciate it as a kid because I knew how much I really appreciated my cousins and having them as friends and just the fun times we had together. So that's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the holidays, Thanksgiving, coming up towards Christmas, it's just the feeling of wanting to make memories around that time of year, wanting to spend time with those who you love and care about, the people you call family, friends. And I just think it's such a nostalgic part of the year, but also it's a chance for you to build traditions.
Exactly.
And build things that make you feel whole, like a human being again.
Yeah, one of my favorite memories of us as a kid.
Yeah.
We would always play lots of different games at our grandparents' house. I feel like we were just always trying to entertain ourselves.
Oh my God, because our parents didn't want us around.
No. They'd just be like, go outside or go downstairs. And so I remember years where we'd play Ghost in the Graveyard because, those Wisconsin falls of the lights always turning off or the sun setting so early. And we'd always play Ghost in the Graveyard with the home base being on our deck. And I was the biggest scaredy cat.
Oh, I was terrible. I knew it was our cousins hiding, family hiding. And I was horrified.
And I just would always get so afraid, but it was also so much fun. And I think that since we were the 2 youngest, I don't know, it just is such a good memory of something that we did with so many of our cousins. Because I feel like there's very few things that all of our cousins were into. And we could get almost everybody to play that. So that was really fun.
Yeah. And I think that game was always just one of those things that I have such deep memories of going through the utility area in the house, or it's like the laundry room, and everyone trying to find a goddamn flashlight.
Yes.
And it's like these old, like big.
Somehow Grandpa's pulling out this random one that hasn't seen the light of day in 50 years.
Yeah, and I was like, it's chunky. The button really doesn't work. It's foggy, so the light doesn't work well. And then one person would get like the brand new LED flashlight that went like 45 yards. And I was like,
it was never
come
us.
on.
It was never
I look
us.
at the big D battery ones that were like
Heavy.
and old and didn't work very well. So you saw like maybe 2 feet in front of you. Honestly, though, I almost hated hiding more than trying to find the person hiding. Because, excuse me, I have to lay in the dark by myself
When
for
you
like
get
20 minutes.
Hear all the noises and
Oh.
whatever. Yeah, that's scary.
No, I love that. I also love, we always did the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock rock
Mhm.
count. And I just remember that being such like a, like an almost anticipatory like glow from the group of just like, 12 o'clock rock!
You just give it. Yeah.
Oh my God, such a good time. But I think one of my favorite memories came a little bit later in life for us. I actually think this was maybe like
2 years ago, I think.
The one thing you need to know about like our side of the family's Thanksgiving is that there's no freaking shortage of food, and especially no shortage of pies. I think we have like 12 pies every year.
Minimum.
Like everybody brings one. I don't know why.
And cheesecake and
bars
cake,
and
I don't
cookies
know.
and cake and like then these 12 pies. So one year my grandma decided to make a mince meat pie. For those of you who don't know, it's not actually meat, it's like dried fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, oh, you gotta try it. And I was like, I have already had 3 slices of pie. I do not need another slice of pie. Thank you, but no. And so I didn't try it. And my brother,
Close enough.
Jacob,
My honorary brother.
honorary brother, host of the Flurry Sports podcast, was talking up this pie to everybody who would listen. He's like, it's so delicious. What a good pie. Everyone needs to try it. And Grandma goes, yeah, I canned that mincemeat with Tootie. And all of us kind of stopped and looked at each other because we all knew that Tootie had passed away before I was even born.
By like
A couple
many
of
years.
And so we all look at Grandma and we're like, Tootie?
Like Tootie that lived across the road, and she's like, yeah, Tootie.
Yeah,
What other Tootie are we talking about?
Obviously that would, and we all look and we're like, so this pie was made with something that you preserved with a woman who's been dead for 30 years. And she's like, but it tastes good. So
And also, there's no way they canned it like the year she died.
No, so I don't know. Jacob didn't die. He's still living. But I was like,
It was finished. The pie was finished.
you can't. I was like, I'm not eating something that is older than me. I won't
know.
do it.
And I remember her being like, well, the color didn't look weird. I'm like, it's always brown. Like,
It means brown. What do you mean it didn't look weird?
I don't know if like the color is what really like sold us.
me.
And she's like, well, I tried it. I ate it. I'm fine. And it's like,
Yeah, you're 93. If you go, no one's shocked.
if Grandma kills us all on Thanksgiving.
I feel like that's just how it always was meant to end. No, and this also ties into this, like the story of the time my dad was too into the pies and probably had close to like 10 slices of pie, which for so many people sounds like, oh my God, how fun. But this is following eating a full Thanksgiving meal of turkey, potatoes, stuffing, green beans, freaking sweet potato pie or whatever the hell. And it's like, and then on top of that, ate like 10 pieces of pie. He was sick for like a week afterwards.
Mhm.
And even that's been close to a decade now that's happened. He's never gone back for more than like 4 slices.
When I always laugh too, because it's still always the joke, like, oh, you're gonna have every pie, and he's like, stop it. That was like 10 years ago.
Leave me alone. It's like, oh my God. This is also the time and place my dad is horrifically allergic to strawberries.
That was Christmas.
Oh, different
We'll
story.
save that story for Christmas.
You're welcome. But just a little preemptive. My dad's
He's
horrifically allergic to strawberries.
So
So you just keep that in the back of your brain for Christmas.
shove that in
Oh
your
my
pocket for
goodness.
later.
Yeah, Thanksgiving and Christmas brings up such an amount of, we're going to stick to Thanksgiving. Although I'm so ready for Christmas.
You mean we just take the little day off of Christmas for Thanksgiving
Well,
and go right back?
Back to it. I have a Christmas tree and lights already hanging up in my office.
Do you? I almost
do.
put up my like Christmas decorations for stuff at school, but like, I'll wait. The kids want me to
Good
put
on
up
ya.
a
I
turkey
did
on the
not.
door.
Good on you. I know. Like, my cubicle can look however I want my cubicle to look. So,
Whatever brings you joy.
back to Thanksgiving, though. You know, I think it's such a time and a place to kind of remember the things that we're grateful and thankful for. Because a lot of times it's easy to sit in the less fun of things and the shit that isn't going well. But hope this gives you a chance to just kind of sit down and say, like, yeah, there's things that are going well for me, and I'm thankful for certain people in my life for things that are going well. So we will all see you next week.
And take some time to enjoy the things that you are really grateful for this week.
Mm-hmm. Take some time for you. Eat lots of food. Donate lots of food. Food pantries, you know. We've been lucky enough. Maybe you're lucky enough to have food. Not everybody is. So I hope you donate to some food pantries this week. But other than that, we will see you all next week.
Bye.